A bill banning food aid to North Korea is expected to pass in the United States Congress this year. Washington has already come under fire for using humanitarian assistance to influence negotiations and political decisions last year when the bill was first introduced. The U.S. and North Korea ceased dialogue back in 2009, following Pyongyang's attempt to launch a satellite. Tensions between the two countries increased after North Korea's recent satellite launch and indications of a looming third nuclear test. U.S. officials claim North Korea is becoming a nuclear threat. However, U.S.-based scientists say that's a worst-case scenario.
There's no plutonium being produced. We don't know how much highly enriched uranium they have. I suspect they have some.
At a security forum hosted jointly by one of South Korea's largest news agencies and Stanford University earlier this week, experts criticized Washington's current approach to Pyongyang, including a former U.S. defense chief. I am compelled to conclude that diplomacy with North Korea in the past 13 years may well go down as the greatest diplomatic failure in our history. Domestic analysts agree, arguing North Korea's nuclear program has been a method of dialogue historically.
North Korea's regime has been consistent, but the U.S., South Korea, and neighboring countries' governments change every 5 to 8 years. In this situation, policy is not consistent. I think this is one of the main causes of the failure of policies toward North Korea's nuclear program.
The analysts added that it is problematic that the United States and South Korea are holding North Korea's actions solely responsible for the failure of a resumption of dialogue. Former U.S. Ambassador to South Korea, Donald Gregg, told a domestic newspaper recently that North Korea is showing that its nuclear capability is not to threaten, but for deterrence. Gregg suggested that the top priority for Washington and Seoul should be to begin dialogue with Pyongyang. Joseph Kim, Press TV, Seoul.